This episode on AmSnow TV, we travel up to Munising, Michigan to our ride-in event. This is an opportunity for snowmobilers from all around the country to ride with us and our test riders, sponsors, and just basically be a community of snowmobilers. There's raffles, it's an entire weekend of food and fun. Next, we travel out to West Yellowstone, Montana. Last episode, we told you about all the great trail riding options there are around West Yellowstone. This episode, we're going off trail, and there's all kinds of powder out there. Next, we talk about two 2018 sleds in long-term reviews. Then we travel up to Munising, Michigan, and show you all of the on and off trail options that there are up in Munising. Finally, we have 3 brand new 2019 sled reviews. So stay tuned and get ready for the next episode of AmSnow TV.
AmSnow TV is brought to you by Castle X, West Yellowstone, Montana, Yamaha, and Munising, Michigan.
All right, one of the last thing, guys, we're gonna go ahead and focus on safety today, but with that in mind, we're here to have a good time. Let's have fun today. All right.
Hey everybody, Ryan Thompson here with American Snowmobiler Magazine, and we're at the second annual Munising Ride-In event for American Snowmobiler Magazine. We've got a lot of fantastic people here. We've had a fantastic ride today. We've got lots of really great sponsors who've come out to this event for the second year in a row, and we hope to continue this tradition every year. We've got around 150 people this year that are at the event. And we've had a lot of really good feedback. A lot of fun right now. We're doing a raffle. We've had a fantastic dinner, and we've had some fantastic camaraderie going on during this event. We actually had the chance to talk to Kurt with Hayes Brakes and wanted to share with you what he had to say about the event.
Kurt, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do and how you have become a part of this event?
Well, last year we came as a spectator. Really interested to see what kind of an event it was and did it make sense for Hayes to participate. There was no question after last year that we decided this was the right thing for us to do. Hayes has been making brakes for snowmobiles since the 1960s. We make everything for Polaris, everything for Arctic Cat, and also the Viper and the Sidewinder. So we're happy to be here. We actually make it an R&D ride too, so I've got 4 of my engineers here with me working on different products that we've been developing, and this is a great real-world test area, and it's a great chance to get a little feedback too on so what do you think and how do you think it feels and how does it perform and things like that.
We're promoting AmSnow TV across all our media outlets, including our website, e-newsletters, social media, and of course, the best magazine in the biz. Let us do the same for you. Find out how American Snowmobiler can help your business reach up to 300,000 plus snowmobile enthusiasts each month. Contact our advertising department today.
endless options for people. We have areas like Two Top that are kind of an on-trail, off-trail riding opportunities. We have Lion's Head, that is the steep and the deep for the professional style riders, and places like Cabin Creek for everybody else. Lots of powder to ride in, depending on the season, time of year. I guess you're always looking for snowstorms. We've got lots of off-trail opportunities in West Yellowstone. You can go anywhere on your own on the National Forest. Anywhere that is open you can go to by yourself. We suggest your first time out in West Yellowstone, get a guide, get a reputable guide. They're going to help you learn about the avalanche terrain, avalanche dangers, keep you safe from that, and get you into the best snow they possibly can. Avalanches are something that everyone needs to be aware of. You need to have the proper gear. You need to have an avalanche beacon, avalanche probe, and a shovel. You need to know how to use that equipment. You need to have knowledge of the backcountry as far as what is avalanche terrain, where are my terrain traps. But we take people into the backcountry every day and we don't have issues. We avoid a lot of that stuff. When the avalanche danger is low, we'll get in and play in a lot of that stuff. But we're thinking and looking all the time, where are we, what is the danger, and if it's not the right day, such as today, we just stay out of it. It's not something that should deter you from coming out west and riding in the mountains. You just need to have the knowledge.
We're here out on these beautiful trails today testing the brand new 2018 Arctic Cat ZR 8000. Now, we tested an earlier version of this last year in the spring. This is the standard version. That version was a Snow Pro model. This just has the standard shocks on it, both front and rear, but really for what we're doing on the groomed trails today, this is a perfect option, and it costs less than the Snow Pro or RR, the top of the line versions. A couple of things that you noticed we'll notice on the new 8000, obviously, the new C-Tech 2 engine, but also new body panels, a new windshield that's a little bit more protective for you, and it comes standard with that belt and smaller bag in the back too. So you get a lot of options on this standard sled as well. And our sled of choice today is the 2018 XRS Renegade 850 from Ski Doo. Now, this is a 137-inch long track. It's got a 1.5-inch lug, and we've got it studded with Woody studs. So this is a great trail and off-trail option. Obviously, with a little bit taller lug and the longer track, you bridge the bumps really well on the trail, but you also have some off-trail capability. This sled is a rough trail sled, but it's a great sled to be able to both take the smaller bumps and the bigger bumps. You can adjust these shocks on here from being totally soft to as hard as you want with simply clicker changes. And obviously we have the quick adjust both on the skis in front and in the rear. In the rear you can adjust your rebound and compression right on the running boards there. So in about 3 minutes you can take this sled from being totally soft to totally hard and anywhere in between. Again, we've got a couple options on this sled like we do with almost all of our long-term demo sleds. We've got the LED light kit up front from Ski Doo, the handguard extensions, a little bit larger windshield, and the link system in back to be able to switch around storage, gas caddies, all that stuff. Finally, again, on days like today where it's pretty cold outside, it's snowing, we've got trail options and off-trail options. This sled is great for all of those.
Subscribe now to get North America's most trusted snowmobile source wherever you go. Print or digital subscriptions are available, or you can combine both for just $1 more. Your subscription of $14.95 includes 6 issues of American Snowmobiler magazine, plus access to everything on the best mobile-friendly snowmobile site on the web, AmSnow.com. While you're there, don't forget to sign up to receive our email newsletter, sign up for our latest sweepstakes and free giveaways, and register to attend upcoming exclusive AmSnow riding events.
first snowfall is usually around the end of October, which gets us excited to get started with grooming. Usually by December 1st, we have enough snow that our trails open up and we start our official grooming season, and the season ends up closing March 31st. We maintain 84 miles of trail that we groom. Trail conditions range from curvy hilly trails to nice flat trails. One of our premier locations to see is Miner's Castle.
The Kingston Plains is an area about 30 miles east of Munising. The riding out there is very much open fields, lakes, there's good woodline riding, lots of side hilling. Your experience level could really be anything from a novice rider who only goes a couple times a year to an expert rider who rides all the time, and you can find a little bit of everything out there. When riding around the Munising area, there is a bunch of options for restaurants, gas station, lodging. Doesn't matter how much you want to ride, no matter how far you go, you're always going to have a spot to stop, eat, warm up, get some fuel, get back to your hotel safe. It's all right there.
We're out here in the beautiful sunshine reviewing the Ski Doo XRS Renegade, and this has the 900 ACE turbo motor in it. This is a brand new motor for this year. There's tons of new things on this sled. We'll start with the motor. We're thinking it's roughly around 150 horsepower. That's what we've been told. And it's based off the 900 ACE, which has been in the lineup for quite a few years now. It's a 4-stroke. So you're gonna get better fuel economy. Obviously, you're not putting oil in it every time. You're just doing oil changes and regular intervals of maintenance there. But this is the XRS package. You weren't able to get any 4-strokes from Ski Doo in an XRS package. So you get the turbo, which is all Rotex built, so they didn't farm anything out. You get 150 horsepower. You get a whole new bodywork on this sled. You can see that louvered hood on there, very cool. Different side panels. This is what Ski Doo calls their wide body package. So all of the 4-strokes from Ski Doo will be in this body package, Gen 4 wide body package. Again, being an XRS, this gets the best of everything. So we've got the fully adjustable KYB shocks, both up front and through the rear. It's got the quick adjust on the rear for rebound and compression, so very easy to adjust all your shocks and really dial in that ride. The TS adjustable skis up front too, so again, even more adjustability. Adjustable hand bar risers on it as well. Lots of fun on the trails. You can take it in the big bumps. You can rail the corners on it. You know, we've had a great time riding it so far.
Hey everybody, Ryan Thompson here, Western editor for American Snowmobiler Magazine. I'm sitting on the brand new Polaris Pro RMK 850. Polaris this year introduced the new 850 Patriot motor in their Axis chassis. They had to change a few things to get it to fit, but overall it is the same sled that you've come to enjoy in the Axis Pro RMK version of Polaris's sleds. The Polaris Pro RMK 850 is an extremely responsive, crisp, and fun to ride sled. It responds incredibly well to rider input, just like you've always expected from the Axis chassis. However, we did notice riding this sled that it does feel different than previous versions of the Axis chassis. And I'm sure that has something to do with the way they've had to mount the motor into the Axis chassis to fit that 850 Patriot. So when you get on this, it will feel a little different, but it's for the better. They've also changed the way they do their running boards and are claiming that it helps better with side hilling, that if you're going to side hill, the first thing to hit is going to be your rear bumper, not your running boards anymore. They've also added some very beefed up spindles that look great on these sleds, and we're excited to get this out for a long-term demo test and try it in all conditions to see just how well it performs.
Today we're out testing the brand new Arctic Cat 8000 ZR Limited from Arctic Cat. This has the new last year All-American made 8000 C-Tech motor, fantastic 800 motor from Arctic Cat last year, and this sled gets a lot of upgrades for 2019. First, the big news is the new IACT suspension. This is a joint venture between Arctic Cat and Fox Shocks. This suspension system can be adjusted on the fly right from one toggle here on the controls. It pops up here in your digital gauge, and you have 3 settings. The modes are soft, medium, and firm. So you could be going down the trail at 60 miles an hour and you see some big bumps coming up. Maybe you're in the soft setting. You can bump it up to medium or firm. And let me tell you, we've tested this. It works instantaneous. So those days where you've got varying terrain, varying conditions, this is a fantastic option. It adjusts the 2 front shocks and the rear shock. So 3 or 4 shocks get adjusted right on the fly. Several other things Arctic Cat did this year. You can see what I'm wearing right here. It's a tether. We've been screaming for these for years, and Arctic Cat finally listened to us and the consumer. If you fall off your sled, you don't ever have to worry about the unfortunate scenario of a stuck throttle. That can be really dangerous for many reasons. So great job by Arctic Cat here, listening to the consumers, making their sled safer. This is the black colorway. This sled also comes in a more dynamic purple and green colorway. Arctic Cat kind of going back to its roots with some of the purple graphics and colors on their sleds this year. So an awesome sled from Arctic Cat this year. We're really excited to ride this.
AmSnow TV is brought to you by Castle X, West Yellowstone, Montana, Yamaha, and Munising, Michigan.
Thanks again for joining us on the newest episode of AmSnow TV. Don't forget to go to our website. You can subscribe right there, sign up for our email newsletter. Also check us out on our social media channels, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks again, and keep riding.